Thank you very much for stopping by the channel. I really do appreciate your time. I am going to talk about the Gates Foundation and the nation of Kenya. I'm an outsider looking in. I'm an American, and it's just interesting to know that the Gates Foundation has been given a special status in Kenya, privileges and immunity granted for the Gates Foundation. So basically, I wanted to know why. I realized that the nation of Kenya is somewhat friends with the West. I realized that that nation has grown over the years, right? Over decades, right? I realized that the Gates Foundation has done a lot for the nation of Kenya, and kind of, sort of, where would they be without the Gates Foundation? Would they be in the same state of being as a nation as they are now, right? So, basically, the Gates Foundation does a lot of philanthropy. There's an article from the Kenyan Times on MSN.com. The article shares with us that the government has clarified the privileges and immunities extended to the Gates Foundation, formerly known as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Kenya granted the foundation a special status through a legal notice number 157 on October 4th, 2024 by Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce that name correctly, but according to this, we'll call him PCS, as they kind of initiates his position, Prime Cabinet Secretary, PCS. So PCS has stated that the legal notice exercise powers conferred by Section 1 of the Privilege and Immunities Act to confer special status on the foundation, in turn granting a raft of special diplomatic privileges and immunity to its expatriates, right? So, the Gates Foundation basically has done a lot, and this includes assisting the Kenyan nation with technology, right? Agriculture, right? So I guess the Gates Foundation has had to teach the Kenyans how to properly farm, agriculture as far as growing vegetables, fruits, and maybe farming animals. They've helped the Kenyans with that, right? It seems that they've done a lot with the Kenyans' health, right? They are helping to keep Kenyans healthy, especially concerning curable and preventable health problems, right? Malaria, maybe diarrhea in some areas. In Kenya, they've helped that nation concerning vaccines, right? Getting those vaccines to the Kenyans. They've also helped HIV, AIDS, right? They've been an asset to the Kenyan people across Kenya, right? Right? So the recognition of the Gates Foundation cements the position of Nairobi as a multilateral hub and regional financial and logistics center, adding that it consolidates the development and social partnership that Kenya and the United States of America have developed during the past 60 years of diplomatic engagement, right? So this kind of, helps the friendship between Kenya and the United States of America, right? So I'll put a link to this article in the description box. You can read the whole thing, but I've changed my mind now. I thought that this was not a good thing for Kenya, but apparently it is. Their politicians are happy about this, right? There are probably some that disagree, but I don't think William Ruto disagrees, right? Or this probably would not have taken place, right? So, sometimes we need to just mind our business when we're out here saying that the Africans aren't independent and don't make their own decisions, right? Because President William Ruto's cabinet on Tuesday, June 27, approved the Gates Foundation to set up their operations in Kenya. And as time has gone on this year, we are now in November, right? The privilege and immunity was granted October 4th, 2024. And there's probably a lot more to come, right? I mean, I wonder if they are going to set up a university, right? Or something like that. A free university for some of the Kenyan people, right? They can free schools for some of the Kenyan people, teach the Kenyan people, help to mold them in a way that the West thinks is helpful. Is that what the goal is? I don't know. I even saw on this site within this article that the Gates Foundation has helped with LGBTQ stuff, right? So that's something that the West really want some of the African nations to embrace. Now over here, some of this stuff might flip concerning the LGBTQ because we have a new administration coming in 2025. So all of this stuff is really interesting, but if the Kenyans love it, we can only be happy for them, right? We can only be happy for them because the outcome of all of this is not known yet. And the Kenyan government knows what's best for their nation, I guess, right? The presence of the Gates Foundation in Kenya is widely felt across their country, right? The Gates Foundation has contributed major milestones to Kenya in priority areas of their national development, right? Including health, agriculture, gender equality, and investments, right? I think investments is a big deal, right? And I think investments could be the West investing in Kenya, right? Building businesses and running some things over there, right? And, I do think it's important that Kenya continues to industrialize, right? To become a international place of marketing and market and business, finances, trade. Why not? I definitely look into investing in Kenya and opportunities with the type of friendship that the Kenyan government has established with the United States of America, right? Right? I definitely think it's a good thing, right? We'll see what happens, social nerds.